Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, boss. We are coming today for the ruling in the case of Paradise Insurance versus the Yoko. So we expect that after the ruling, then we will start the argument on the defeasing of the assets of Paradise Insurance. So two things we are doing today: taking the ruling on whether or not the court has jurisdiction, and then subsequently, if we are successful in that, we'll do the application for the defeasing of the assets of Paradise Insurance. So two things.
This idiot sat on TV and talked about how Mahama defiled his own maid servant because they were in power and they became so lawless. Nana Addo Dankwa sat down there and watched this dunderhead speak like an asshole. Excuse my French. Today, my brother, my sister, we already carried a story where he went out begging Mahama. It looks like Mahama has told him, Wontumi, you know what? It's not about me. Whatever you have said about me, I've left you to God. Mahama told him, I've forgiven you for everything you have said. The sins you have committed, they are not against me. They are allegedly against the state. And the state machinery will take time to analyze this and take you through a trial. It looks like Wontumi has realized that the 15 years might not even be enough for him in jail. Paul Yando runs to Lodina to beg President Mahama over Wontumi's verbal attacks.
Abusia be 2 days ago and Chairman Wontumi and then for appear could be and that woman ano e kopie mu e wo court na wo nante say nyina ne say omo de kwa akoda court no say Yoko e de ne nsa ato Chairman Wontumi na account so and then the company ye Paradise company ye no e insurance company e no enka asem ya aba Chairman Wontumi ejina court ho no na e say e Chairman Wontumi de say say Yoko no e de ne nsa ato sa ne nyina so e no amana ha Chairman Wontumi ye pete no e do mkokopie mu e wo court say wo de kan akoda court no say ne be na court no e be ka bi dem mama Yoko etimi eyi ne nsa e de free Chairman Wontumi ne sika asem ya wo de ne nsa atoso na buso na nya no kwa black pastor so ababonten abalege say Chairman Wontumi adwane akwakopa ye mampenin John Domani Mahama eche na busuya atembidi a edi chew panachi de bae no se nsi obowo akase bomi ne kase epampam me mama akwaba e de abatu matchi ehima so say o first time nya bi subscribe button so ya kai say what the bell ne be kan wo se ne be na upload ni tompe one first person ya wo sa ebedi kan akai busuya ye be ko ne akwakobo pinin mu e wo court ne akwakobo se ne ensam no esikopie mu e wo court abra Chairman Wontumi ene na yafo ekokopie mu oni nyina ene yenim se Chairman Wontumi ejina court ya court ho sensem na ogina no eno eye aponta mining ho nsem a akwakoda court aban no etrese wo sai Ghana nsase ene ade na busuya eno kokopie mu wo court no eno nam so ama Yoko ede wo nensa ato Chairman Wontumi account so nyina na adwuma ba ko a eye Paradise Insurance eno so Chairman Wontumi dia na yafo no etrese Yoko fo de wo monsa eto na account so nti ama aka sa adwuma na wo Wontumi enye sika fa run business no eno mkokoda court na ye bekwa kutie se ne ensem no esikopie mu e wo court wo ye koba ne black pastor so e ka no ye ba bete bu so so mre ka ho na ye court dem ho na ye mra
That's it. What?
Oh, na munesco date
In this matter, we
and I will mama shot here. I saw mama shot.
You never give moral support.
yeah.
I'm asking whether you come and give.
Oh, of course.
why not?
It's a natural highlight.
Come here.
It's a natural highlight. It was my first
Me,
line.
I am champion.
Hey.
I'll give you the historical background of it.
Yes. No.
They call me historian.
The court has taken a decision that the application ought to be by an originating motion, not a rate as required. And therefore, we are advised to bring an originating motion pursuant to Section 39 of the Yoko Act. So that is the decision. It will be filed today, and the return date will be on the application. So for now, we will await the filing of the motion, which is already. Attorney General said fresh witness statements today. 2 more witnesses means that we need to study the witness statements before we come back to the court. So the matter has been adjourned to 27th of November for us to come and have the CMC. So the business of the day. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, boss. We are coming today for the ruling in the case of Paradise Insurance versus the Yoko. So we expect that after the ruling, then we will start the argument on the defeasing of the assets of Paradise Insurance. So 2 things we are doing today: taking the ruling on whether or not the court has jurisdiction, and then subsequently, if we are successful in that, we'll do the application for the defeasing of the assets of Paradise Insurance. So 2 things.
Okay. So Paradise Insurance, where is it from?
Paradise Insurance, it's one of Chairman Wontumi's companies.
Okay.
But it is not being investigated.
Okay.
It is an insurance company owned by Chairman Wontumi, and he also serves as chief executive. So it's a separate legal entity from the promoters. So we are here in court, and there is no claims against Paradise Insurance, either in the criminal court or in the civil court. There is no investigation ongoing in respect of Paradise Insurance. So we are at a loss as to why Paradise Insurance.
Interbosia we ni etwa gu ye e wo court dem woni se ne lawyer fo no si de nsem no e kokotu dwa na we echi no e na black pastor so aba bonten e na wode allegations bi aba betu ya wo kire se chama Wontumi e de nemu brika aso brika mu gidigida kwa kopie mu e wo Jubilee House and nanti se nyane se wode dwa ato ne chawpa e kopa ye mampini John Dramani Mahama se ne wai ni bia no won fa enche no nebusia atemdi di etire bai esese wode wani ene waso eti.
Wontumi runs to Lordina to beg Mahama. Chairman Wontumi is a dunderhead with no common sense. These are the people who think money is everything. Once I'm richer than you, then you are an idiot. We heard him speak like a 2-year-old, no common sense. Mahama is a rapist. Mahama is a pedophile. This idiot sat on TV and talked about how Mahama defiled his own maid servant because they were in power and they became so lawless. Nana Addo Dankwa sat down there and watched this dunderhead speak like an asshole. Excuse my French. I beg your pardon. I am angry every time I see this guy's face. He said that Mahama defiled his own maid servant. His wife had gone to the market. It hurts me that I'm repeating this. But for clarity, and when the wife went, he called the maid servant into his room and yellow. But this is what he said. A former president, a former vice president, a man who served our nation, no scintilla of corruption has officially been slapped him. Do you have evidence? This was what he said on his filthy Wontumi TV. My brother, my sister, this was the man when his government was running down the nation, borrowing $3 billion American dollars from the IMF and the World Bank. When Ken Oforiatta was busily milking us, taking his commission via Beta Bank on every loan that he got into this country for facilitating loans. These are criminals. And everyone was crying in the country. Wontumi said he had so much millions in his pocket, he was going to buy Chelsea Football Club. He became the Almighty. Everywhere he went, people were shouting, Chairman, Chairman. And he felt that, yes, that was it. He allegedly drove his galamseyers, including those he brought from China, to go into the Nimri forest and desecrate the forest and steal our gold. After stealing, because his party was in power, he still came on TV and showed us the gold that he stole from us, and was spreading the propaganda that the forest reserves have so much minerals. The white man just didn't want us to go in there. This was it. Normally, I like to recap some of the things about people I talk about. So if you are watching us for the first time, you know who we are talking about. This is Chairman Wontumi. Very little education. He went to England, teamed up with a woman. He got his papers. And after some time, somebody told him, we have a cheap country here called Ghana, where idiots like you can become managers of the economy. Come. And he came, and truly, he realized that what he couldn't do in England, he could do it here. 100%, and no policeman could cough. His name was enough to scare every law away from him. These idiots were in power. Today, my brother, my sister, we already carried a story where he went out begging Mahama. It looks like Mahama has told him, Wontumi, you know what? It's not about me. Whatever you have said about me, I've left you to God. Like Kufuor told Rollins, Papa no minim die mi aye no. Mi do na manyame. Mahama told him, I've forgiven you for everything you have said. The sins you have committed, they are not against me. They are allegedly against the state. And the state machinery will take time to analyze this and take you through a trial. It looks like Wontumi has realized that the 15 years might not even be enough for him in jail. The 15 years people are talking about, his own director, manager, has turned his back against him. Right now, he has realized that his party cannot do anything after stealing our money to go and build that useless hole there that they claim they were putting a cathedral on. Today, it looks like Wontumi has gathered his Ashanti regional people. You know, he's the Ashanti regional chairman of the NPP, and that is their World Bank, is their biggest whatever in terms of votes. After all, the party was created and originated in the Ashanti region. He has gathered the people. And one of his hatchet men says this. Watch this. What is he saying? He's saying this. Paul Yando runs to Lodina to beg President Mahama over Wontumi's verbal attacks. Mahama has told you already. You have said so many things about me. I've forgiven you. Right now, your problem is with the state. I am not the state. Deal with the state. Now, the Jantua is going to Lodina. What emotional blackmail. Now, watch this. Now, the Ashanti Regional Communications Director of the New Patriotic Party, Paul Yando, has appealed to President John Dramani Mahama to pardon the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, Bernard Nchibo-Siako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, for any offense he may have committed against him. Now, according to Yando, Chairman Wontumi may have gone overboard in some of his utterances about the president. He described Wontumi's comments as unfortunate, but noted that they were made in the heat of political discourse. He therefore pleaded with President Mahama to temper justice with mercy and consider Wontumi's statements as mere political talk rather than a personal attack. Dash it. Who is Poliando? You know him? Communications person of the Ashanti region. My brother, it's not anything personal against Mahama. So you see how they want to play on the minds of Ghanaians. Oh, this matter is in court because Wontumi insulted Mahama. Do you know the amount of insult Mahama has stomached? As for Mahama, I pray he doesn't die before me. If he does, I will be at the post-mortem for the first time. I've never seen a post-mortem. I will open his stomach and count the number of insults. They are like the stars in the skies. They are like the sand on the seabed. Every idiot wakes up and his Mahama is insulting. Even me, I've insulted him before. Everybody wakes up and Mahama is his insult bag. If we have a punching bag, then we have an insulting bag too. An insult bag. When Wontumi was personally attacking him, it was not political. He called him a rapist. He called him a pedophile. And he didn't have a scintilla of evidence. Such a man is a demon. He has wife, children, family. You will call him a rapist. His children go to school. Oh, your father is a rapist. Your father, they chop the maid servant for house. Abba, because of politics. But again, Mahama says, hey, listen. This is what he told Wontumi. You are not the only person who has ever attacked me personally. Have you seen me go after anybody? No. Even Kennedy Japan called me a fool and a thief. Kwasiasano, Kromfo, Mahama Kromfo, Mahama Kwasia. And those words, they sound heavy in my mouth. I beg your pardon. On tape. Kennedy Japan met Mahama. And he thought that Mahama was going to explode in his face. But Mahama met him with a smile and embraced him and started cracking a joke. He said, hey, Ken, no. Let me say me watch you. Hey, wow, no. And Ken couldn't talk. At that point, Mahama had to move. And when Ken was moving, he turned back, trying to come and tell Mahama, oh, Mahama, wait the one man ferry. But Mahama was already gone. So he came on radio and TV and is on record having Kennedy Japan, and I salute him for that, apologizing to Mahama even before he became president. He said he was sorry for whatever he said against him, that he never knew Mahama was such a gentleman. So my brother, this issue about Wontumi going to court is the state versus Wontumi. The republic versus Wontumi. It's not Mahama versus Wontumi. No. When you went to Nimri Forest allegedly to destroy flora and fauna, brought Chinese all the way from China, who couldn't do a quarter of what they did to us here, via your foolishness, you brought them to destroy our land. Was Mahama there? Nana Addo sat down. The little dwarf told us that you were not engaged in any galamsey. Such an irresponsible dwarf. This man is destroying the land in Nimri Forest. Professor Frimpong Boatin wrote an extensive whatever and presented it to the document was solid. He still came out and said, it's a lie. Wontumi is not engaged in any galamsey today. He's not engaged in galamsey tomorrow. And Gabi Asari Ochedaku were told in that same report that he was the lawyer of the galamseyers. So it was a galamsey republic. What are you talking about? Today, you are looking for pardon. The rapist should pardon you for your obsession, your foolishness. Oh, Chairman Wontumi, bring him here. You tried to do this to the Otumfuo. They called you to Manshia and warned you. When you swadia, come here. Chairman Wontumi, you remember when I was telling you, slow down. You rather came out and insulted me that I should go and bath. I told you, slow down. My younger brother, slow down. So go and bath. Black Rasta, go and bath. And I asked you, bath with which water? The Galamsey water, the polluted water. So we are I am your boss. He said, you are a boss. Then he started counting. I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this. What do you have? Today you see your smoothness level. You see kramai. Se neni en swadia na nye bolga jom. I hope I got it right. Kramai. Opu. Wow. Neni en swadia. Chairman Wontumi. Na nye bolga jom. Awuni wo ho. Azure wo ho. Atinga wo ho. Na chichinga no kra no. Omu nye ni nyina wie. Dash my way. Dash. Come here.
And so we see and some no and na yakwa kuti abano. Set court. Ebe ma Chairman Wontumi kwan na yokofo ayi wo monsa e de free account ne so. Set chow pay ya allergy ma peni John Dramani Mahama wo beje atum ebi e tre se chow pa na kamera se Chairman Wontumi wo se bebi ogina no. Wo ye aben ense wo mo an sente ne wo pobi e de ne ho atwitwiri na nya ade a ebeye ye e de ma Chairman Wontumi ibi so e tre se politics e na ye nti se bia na se NDC for aben wo mo Chairman Wontumi tuma won kana kuma to ne me da se bo a MPP for ba won be yi no e de afim we ni adwentra Ghana for e kire wo madwene after se ensemi esafesi e wo media ne se wo semese se won so o de wadwentre e beto comment section ho e de amami e too much gh all the social media handles no obopini ho e too much gh o subscribe like no wa share na foforo so eni bia hwemidin e de dark gold.